Everyone, today we are studying fourth type of classification of bones, that is structural classification. Structural classification is further of two types, macroscopically and microscopically. Macroscopically, there are two types of bones, compact bones and cancellous, spongy or trabecular bones. Let's read the compact bone. Compact bone is dense in texture like ivory, but is extremely porous. It is best developed in cortex of the long bone. Cortex means these areas. Middle one is called medullary cavity. This is an adaptation to the bending and twisting forces, a combination of compression, tension and shear. Now let's read the cancellous or spongy or trabecular bones. This is open in structure and is made up of meshwork of trabeculae, rods and plates. Meshworks are of three primary types, namely meshwork of rods and plates. Meshwork of plates. Cancellous bone is an adaptation to compressive forces. According to Wolff's law, that is trajectory theory of Wolff, the bone formation is directly proportional to stress and strain. There are two forces, tensile force and compressive force. Both tensile and compressive forces can stimulate bone formation in proper conditions. The architecture of cancellous bone is often interpreted in terms of trajectorial theory. Thus, the arrangement of bony trabeculae lamella is governed by the lines of maximal internal stress in the bone. Pressure lamella is arranged parallel to the line of weight transmission, whereas tension lamella are arranged right angle to the pressure lamella. The compact arrangement of pressure lamella forms bony buttress for additional support like calcar femorale. This is a diagrammatic representation of tension and compression lamellae in sagittal section of upper end of right femur. So this is the compression lamella from upper part of head resist compression forces, and perpendicular to these are the tension lamella from lower part of the head resist bending forces in the neck. And this is the support that we talked about in previous slide. Calcar femorale resists the snaring stresses between neck and the shaft. Compression lamellae resist shearing stresses due to pull of muscle attached to greater truncator. Next classification is microscopically. Microscopically, bone is of five types, namely lamella, including both compact and cancellous, woven, fibrous, dentine and cement. Lamellar bone includes both compact and cancellous bones. Now first comes the lamellar bone. Most of the mature human bones, whether compact or cancellous, are composed of thin plates of bone tissue called lamella. These are arranged in piles in cancellous bones, but in concentric cylinders or Haversian system or secondary osteon in compact bones. Now the woven bones. Seen in fetal bone, fracture repair, and in cancer of bone. Fibrous is found in young fetal bones but are common in reptiles and amphibia. Dentine and cement occur in teeth. Now there is a comparison between compact and the cancellous bones. Compact bones are located in diaphysis of the long bone, but cancellous bones or spongy bones are in the epiphysis of the long bones. Compact bones arranged to form. Now comes the arrangement of lamella. Arranged to form Haversian system in compact bone and arranged in meshwork so that Haversian system are not present in the cancellous bone. Then comes the bone marrow, yellow, which stores fat after puberty. It is red before puberty. In cancellous or spongy bone, red produce RBC, granular series of WBC and platelets. In compact bone is hard and ivory in nature, but cancellous or spongy bones are spongy in nature. Thank you everyone and have a nice day. Do like, share and subscribe our channel.